Hey, what's good, YouTube? What's going on? I want to go ahead and jump on the Georgia Bulldogs playing at in Austin, playing the Texas Longhorns. I think it should be a good game. This will be a redeem game for Georgia. You know, they lost to Alabama. A lot of fans was down about that, but I think that I feel if they get this win, that'll definitely get the fans back. You know, more motivated, more happy to see, be proud of their team or whatever. You know, I know a lot of us been down on the team. I've been saying a lot, but at the end of the day, man, I'm a Georgia Bulldogs fan. We got to have more confidence in our team. You know, you got to be if you're a true fan, you got to be there even through the bad. You know what I'm saying? It could be worse. I mean, look at Florida State right now. We can be in that state, so it could be worse. That's all I'm saying. But at the end of the day, my take on this game is I feel like this is going to be the hardest game that Texas will have this year. I think Georgia done kind of went through some tough games, and if you ask me, sometimes I feel it's better to have be a team that done had rough games than a team that seem like they just been breezing by. Now that's not to take nothing away from Texas. They really have been playing some good football. Don't get me wrong, but even with that win against Michigan, I mean, you look at Michigan right now, it's just not the same team. You know what I'm saying? And from last year. But that don't take nothing away from Texas at the end of the day. I think, Texas is playing good. Special teams, offense, defense, they looking real good right now. And they should get the credit that they getting right now. I think with Georgia coming in, they got some wounds or whatever. But I think they can really come in here if they just play with more confidence and just kind of, play a little bit more focused and play the way they, should. I don't think we've seen the best of them yet, this year. I really don't. But what we're seeing right now, it's a lot of miscues and everything like that. And then, with the play calling, I just hope Bobo can come up with something, man. He's not my favorite coordinator, but he's not really a lot of Georgia Bulldogs' favorite coordinator. But at the end of the day, we need him for this game. He's going to be at this game. So no matter how frustrated we are, that's who we got. I hope Beck can play better and have his best game of his career. He's going to need it, not just for UGA, but for his NFL stats. Right now, his stock done went down, so he's going to have to really play better. This is going to give another opportunity for him to get his draft stats back up if he have a good game. And so, even with ETN, man, they got to give ETN some decent holes to run through. All those screen passes left and right. I mean, it's cool and all, but, man, it shouldn't take all that for ETN to have some plays, man. It shouldn't. Really, all the running backs, everybody giving, the running backs a hard time, but there ain't really no holes to run through. And it seems like all they can do is run the A gap. They say they can't run the perimeter because the wide receivers ain't blocking as good. That's why I feel like Bobo should just line up in a power run formation and just run it. I mean, if you're not getting blocking for the receivers anyway, why have the receivers out there blocking? Have some big guys out there line up. I ain't saying you got to get in the old school power eye, but get in some kind of formation where, okay, we're going to run it. Let's see if you can stop it. That's how I feel about that. But outside of that, the defense, they've been struggling, especially in the secondary. I think if you ask me, Bobo should go outside of himself. I know him. I mean, not Bobo, but Kirby Smart should go outside of himself and, maybe blitz more than what he is. Or usually do to help those DBs out. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. A lot of people feel like Texas might throw the ball all over us. I don't know. We'll see. But, this year, I think this year is going to be one of those years where you just got to win ugly. You know what I mean? I always think, like I talked about before, I always think about that 2003 Ohio State team that beat Miami. That, they probably should have lost that game, but they still won, and that game shouldn't even been close. And everybody just knew Miami was going to win because that year Ohio State had a lot of ugly wins. So maybe Georgia can be one of those teams that just have a lot of ugly wins, and you never know what can happen. Sometimes you just win ugly, and it be like that sometimes. Everything don't have to be pretty. So this will be a redeem game for Georgia. This will definitely get the fans back into it if they, play good. I really would like them to come out with a win. I don't think it's really going to be any more victories. I don't think they want a close loss or anything. They just want a win, period, to make up for that Alabama loss. But I don't know. We'll see how it go. I just want to make my little quick take about that, and I'll highlight y'all next time.